r/AskReddit. What's the sluttiest thing you've done? Met a guy on Tinder and invited him over. 20 minutes later he ended up leaving mid-6 after admitting he had a girlfriend. Whoops. Oh, shoot. I almost forgot. I'm in a relationship. Silly me. I blew a dude for a bootleg DVD of Benjamin Button. Trump, The Art of the Deal. Had sex with a girl after knowing her for only 15 minutes. She even gave me a fake name. A girl at a mall saw and smiled at me once. Photons that bounced off my body entered her eyes. I was inside a girl. Later virgins. My family, including my ex, went on a driving trip to a city that was like 3 hours away. My Catholic family went to see mass at this giant touristy church and my ex and I decided to go wait in his car in the church parking lot. Out of boredom we decided to do it doggy style on the back seats while it poured rain outside. My family showed up 5 minutes later. Edit. My ex had his own car. My family and I including my ex went on a trip. He was in no way related me considering he was white and I'm Hispanic. I assume you were done before the family returned. Hosted a swingers party with 6 couples. Had sex with every woman at the party. I did something kinda similar, but I instead ended up banging all the girls in a German brothel in just one day. Dick was numb for like a week afterwards. Was pushing rope hard by the end, but so worth it. Did anal sex with a girl I met on Adult Friend Finder. Pics did not match. Still smashed anyway. My brain said abort, but my wiener said stay. 310 would not recommend. I'm just impressed that site isn't a hoax. It is a hoax. They still don't consider themselves friends. I gave the panties I was wearing to some dudes who asked for them at a club. They said they were having a bachelor party. Like right in the middle of the dance floor. My sister said sorry, wearing pants I can't. You're wearing a skirt, give them yours. So I shrugged and dropped trow. Then she's like holy shit balls, I thought you'd go to the bathroom to take them off. For 5 minutes I was every own slutty hero. Holy shit, at my bachelor party I had to ask a girl for her panties. Was on the top floor of Sapphire in Vegas. Took em off right on the dance floor. Haha, maybe it was you. In college I was making out with a girl who I was friends with on the way back from the bar to her place, and I was planning on hooking up with her that night. Back at her house there are about 10 of us hanging out, and I'm sitting on the couch with my arm around her shoulders. I get a text from one of the other girls who lives there and who had gone to her computer to order Jimmy John's for everyone that says come upstairs. So I did. I walk into her room. She closes her laptop and says we have 15 minutes before Jimmy John's gets here. I said okay, and we had sex. Sorry, Katie. Freaky fast. Deleted. Who says porn plots are unrealistic? I once slept with a girl that I wasn't really that into because I was out of cigarettes and knew she both had cigarettes and loved smoking after sex. Honestly this one fucked me up the most cause I totally caught myself agreeing with your rationale. 19-year-old me pulled the 40-ish-year-old player coach of the local women's football, soccer team purely because she had on a pair of dark red leather trousers. After a fairly long session with my hands practically glued to her ass, she asked me to come back to hers. I bluntly told her I'd only do that if she'd sit on my face whilst wearing them. She agreed. Went back to hers, had sex a couple of times and each time she brought me back to attention by sitting on my face. Still see her and her now husband around town fairly regularly. Name checks out. Sitting alone in a McDonald's at 3 AM in the morning because that's the kind of lonely guy I was. In comes a party chick in a tight mini dress and slutty makeup, walking barefoot with heels in her hands. She comes up and asks if I had any chicken nuggets. I reply no, but I'll buy her some if she wants. 30 minutes later we're out back and she's got my dick in her mouth, stopping occasionally to eat a chicken nugget. Ever had a blowjob from a girl eating chicken nuggets? Feels weird man. But weird. So she had 2 kinds of nuggets in her mouth that night. When I was in college, I worked at a day spa and did massage. As a guy, I only massaged women, but there was nothing I wouldn't do for a nice tip. Anything a woman asked me to do or directed my hand to do, I did. Anyway, a customer asked about me making a house call and offered me cash to make it. She was 60 plus and I was 20. The slutty part was that she offered me 30 bucks. So I had sex with a grandma for $30. Not my finest moment. Did you bang her on a plastic covered couch? You should fuck her and then have her send you a check for $12 on your birthday. On a road trip, matched with a girl on Tinder. Stopped by her place and banged it out while my buddy waited in the car. Good lad, patient lad. 30 seconds ain't patient by a long shot. When I was working at Renaissance Fair, F24, 18 back then, I had to flirt a lot to make sales. I was flirting with this lady, 25ish, and she said she would buy something from me for a kiss. I leaned over the counter and kissed her. She then bought $600 worth of pewter. Each thing was $150 to $300 from me. I hope you were on commission. I sure was. Mama made a pretty penny that weekend. Had a hookup with a girl from a preface book social media site. Later that same day I had a threesome planned with one of my best friends and a girlfriend that really wanted to get reamed by 2 dudes. I felt really slutty. What site was it? Superdudes. The girl version was called Sugar Babes. I doubt you'd know it unless you were Dutch. I was bartending and told a older, not very attractive woman I'd go home with her if she tipped me well. I was 22. She was easily in her mid to late 40s and she tipped me and the other bartender $200. I did as promised. That's just prostitution with extra steps. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell so that you can see when I upload new daily content. Goodbye.